Well, our first guest is a familiar face to K2 viewers. In between chasing hurricanes and tracking storms, he's spent the last 3 years researching the technological innovations poised to define our future. Joining us to share more, we welcome back to AM Northwest the author of The Next Big Thing, meteorologist Rob Marciano. How you doing, Rob? Great to see you.
Oh, Helen, it's so great to talk to you and see you. It's been a while. I gotta get back to Portland. I come once a year at least, and I'm due. I'll hope to be out there this spring or summer. Maybe before you hang it up. I can't believe the legend that is Helen Raptis is going to hang things up.
Well, it's time. It's time. But let's talk about you. That's what's important. Okay, let's talk about you. What inspired The Next Big Thing?
Well, this is a project I did with Nat Geo, National Geographic, who I've been a fan of forever.
Yes, they're incredible.
Quite frankly, I pitched a couple of projects to them on the TV side, none of which got green lit. And but they came to me on the book side with this idea. And my first question to them was, well, when I was a kid, I read the book How Things Work. It's kind of a kid's book. It talks about, you remember that? It's still in print. So, and it tells you about everything, how stuff works. And I was fascinated by that, read it cover to cover. And they said, well, this would kind of be an adult version of that. And then we'd like to take some of your reporting and go out and find the newest and greatest inventions and innovations and products that are going to carry us forward into the future and do that in an experiential way. So I jumped at it. I got to work with this incredible physics professor who kind of taught me some of the things that I didn't quite understand.
Right.
And so gain some knowledge with that, be able to write to that, and now be able to share it with people is just really exciting.
Okay, and also this is, by the way, that co-author is James Trefil?
Yeah, Jim Trefil.
Oh, he is incredible. Okay, so let's talk about the positivity of this, because right now we all think that the future looks bleak. And when it comes to energy and environment and all of that, it looks bleak. But you give us some positive aspects.
You know, Helen, yeah, I think our culture has kind of gone that direction on many topics.
Right.
But certainly as we look towards the future, you know, there's been a lot of doom and gloom the past 5, 10, 15 years. And certainly with, the state of our climate, there's been reason for that. But, there's so many brilliant people out there that are working on things that are going to solve our problems and then carry us forward to brighter and better places. So once you get out there to meet those people and see what they're working on and see their enthusiasm and passion for their goals and their achievements, it just infuses you and you absorb all of it and you just want to learn more and then you eventually get this more optimistic view as to where we're going with society. So I'm just so excited after the 3, now 4 years of writing and updating this book, because it is about the future, so you constantly have to update it.
Oh, that's true.
I want everybody, Helen, to feel what I feel now, which is just a little bit smarter, which is great, a little bit, and a lot more hopeful, though, for the future than I was just 3 or 4 years ago.
Everyone's talking about AI. Should we accept it? Should we get rid of it? What should we do? But you're definitely one of those that looks at it positively, as I said. Let's talk about SOPHIA, the robot, you talking to her.
Well, so this SOPHIA is one of the robots that has a face. So many of what we see on our social feeds right now are faceless robots that are doing jumping jacks and household chores. SOPHIA's been around for a while. It's been developed in China, and I got to meet her in person and have a conversation with her, and quite frankly, put a wig on her. She's quite pretty and quite charming. It was a two-way conversation, which I was really blown away by. She was asking me questions, and then she was reading my body language and my facial expressions.
Oh, wow!
Like asking me how I felt. You seem happy today. Why is it that you seem so happy?
Wow!
And truth be told, I was waiting a couple of hours to talk to her, so I was thrilled just to get some time. So that was really eye-opening to me. And then talking to the people that develop these robots and work through AI. Look, we're all worried, right? Can it get out of control? Possibly, but the experts I talked to say that we're smart enough to build this thing with the on switch, and we're certainly smart enough to build it with the off switch. We do need to have the regulations and the guardrails, but we'll keep it on the tracks. I'm quite sure about that. And it's so exciting what we're doing with AI and the new realms of computing that are going to increase our speed and processing and answering questions and finding cures to just about everything exponential.
Let's talk about infrastructure and how we can build cleaner cities. And you went to something called Ascent, a timber skyscraper in Milwaukee?
So yeah, a mass timber skyscraper, the tallest hybrid mass timber building in the world is in Milwaukee.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful structure. You see the bottom part of it is kind of concrete for the parking garage and such. And then the rest of it, so those pillars, those are mass timber pillars, cross-laminated material. We basically take several pieces of wood and glue them together, and it becomes just as strong as steel. You can build nearly as tall as steel. It has more insulative properties. It's lighter. It takes less time to build and less of a footprint because it's not as heavy as concrete and steel. You don't have to build as big a foundation. And what surprised me with this is just how renewable it is. I mean, the amount of lumber in that building alone in all the North American forests only takes 22 to 23 minutes of wood growth.
Wow.
So, yeah, and look, hey, go to PDX. You want to talk about a beautiful mass timber infrastructure. What they did with the renovations at the Portland International Airport is just beautiful and mind-blowing. And they used a lot of mass timber technology there. So you can see it yourself, folks. And just to go your next trip out of Portland, take a good look up and around. It is a beautiful example of what mass timber can look like.
Where do you see drone technology going?
Well, we're seeing it now with the deliveries of some Amazon products. But now they're big enough to deliver people. Okay, so I got to ride in one when I was working at GMA live on TV and flying in one of these single passenger Hexas. And that one you see is more or less built for joyriding right now. Kind of has a George Jetson-like feel. Maybe we'll be driving around in these at some point in the future. That's not going to happen in the future, not in the near future, because we need all sorts of FAA regulations and highways in the skies to get to and from. But what is happening right now are slightly larger versions of that are piloted or autonomous that carry more than one person, and those are kind of going to be the Ubers of the air. And I went and saw another operation that does that. It's called Archer Aviation. It's in San Jose. And they've got a 4-passenger and an 8-passenger version of that will fly people from like an airport to a city helipad. And they're going to be the official air taxi for the 2028 LA Olympics.
Wow.
So it's that close, Helen. This stuff is coming.
That's incredible. We want to tell our viewers the book again is called The Next Big Thing. Rob Marciano, great to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Great to talk with you, Helen. Thank you so much. And hi, everybody in Portland. I miss you guys.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.